Hello and welcome everyone, Tyrael here, and you know what, I have to do a video on the entire update, but first, this deserves its own video, and it was the most intriguing part of the update for me, and it is the most important part, the AirSweeper. So I went ahead and I did a couple of attacks to test out what it does. Now I make my first mistake here. I didn't know a lot about this going in, so I thought it was a regular defense, but the first thing to know about the AirSweeper is it cannot turn. It does not move at all. So you know what? That couldn't have hit me at all. I thought it was a glitch at first, but I didn't need to freeze it because it could not even hit my balloons. But it would have been kind of funny to see if my balloons went past it and got pushed deeper into the base. That's one thing to think about. Can you get your troops past it and actually get pushed deeper into the base? It could have pushed me right onto that dark elixir storage right there. If I had a dragon or something, it could have been pushed all the way to the dark elixir storage. But you know what? That's the first thing you need to know about it, especially when you're setting it up for yourself, is it does not turn. You have 8 directions you can choose to face it. For attacking, what this means is you attack from a side like that. If you want to get, the 2-star, people are probably going to face it at whatever they want to protect. This guy didn't want to protect his town hall, but wanted to protect his dark elixir, so he faced it as dark elixir. But if it's not facing what you want, attack from the side it's not facing. You will get what you want. It will do nothing. It will be as if it wasn't there. As far as building it goes, I know the first one costs 500,000 just to build it, and then I believe I've been told level 2 costs 750,000. So it's a very, very cheap building to build. I think they should have gone with a higher price because it is really powerful, as you're going to see in the next replays. It should be worth more than a few 100,000. But you know what? A lot of people are probably breathing a sigh of relief that it's only one day to build 500,000 gold. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. So everyone was like, oh no, another thing to build before I can upgrade my town hall, before I can work on this. No, it's one day and no gold whatsoever. But it didn't stop me from getting 76% and a 2-star because it was facing the wrong direction. I killed it before it could even hit me. But now I decided to attack from where it can actually face me. Okay, freeze does work on it, but didn't stop that last one from getting out. The shot kept going after it was frozen, which is to be expected. It's like a cannon shot if the cannon shot went really slowly. But now that it's unfrozen, you can see, look at the range on that thing. That is insane. It went all the way from almost the center of his base to the very edge of the map. It is close to the center of this guy's base. It is a couple squares away, maybe 3 squares away from the center, and it is hitting all the way out on the dark green grass. But you know what? It's easily destroyed. It doesn't have a huge amount of health, especially when you got balloons over top of it. The balloons will just drop it like anything else. We now interrupt your regularly scheduled program for Stupid Hero Theater. The king is going in for the town hall. He turns around. Why did he turn around? We may never know. He goes for the Tesla, breaks the Tesla. Will he eventually go back? No, he will not. Those are the skeletons that will be his demise. Can the Archer Queen save it for us? She is going for the Wizard Tower. Will she go in? She is going in. She goes for the Archer Tower. Is she going to? Before she can break the Archer Tower, she gets distracted by the skeletons again. Will she go the right direction? No, she goes for her favorite target, and that is the end. Okay, back to what I was saying. It is quite powerful and has a massive distance. It has a massive pushback. But how do you get past it? It's been talked about a lot in my clan, and I'm sure a bunch of other people have heard a lot about it as well. What you want to do is the Rage Spell. The Rage Spell is just enough to counteract it. You will move as fast as you're being pushed back, actually a little bit faster, so you will get to it and you will destroy it. But personally, I'm going to say that's not the best way. The best way is a freeze rage if it's in the center. That's where you want to place it if you have your own. But here's the best way to take it out. Do not ever place it here if you are building your base. On the outside, I just take a Shattered Lavahound. I could have done Cold-Blooded because one of my golems walked off to the side. It's the problem with using it in matchmaking. You never know where the Tesla are. But right here, I am able to destroy it before even deploying any of my air troops. You don't want it towards the outside at all. You want it in your core. You want it in your core, facing over either your town hall or your dark elixir storage or multiple gold storages, whatever you're trying to protect. You want it dead center and not near a bunch of things you can freeze. Definitely not. You want it to be tough to freeze. You want it there. It is your most powerful defense against air. And since it only faces in one direction, when you build a base, just like I'm going to do, you have it facing one direction. I'm going to have it facing over my town hall. Take all of your air traps, place them on the opposite side, or take all of your air defense, place them on the opposite side, then place all your air traps in front of it. Hell, maybe you can blow some stuff back into your air traps using this. That might actually be a useful way to use it, to blow it into the direction of your air traps, because it's also a fan shape, so things could come in from an angle at it, and you could blow it straight back into a bunch of traps or into a bunch of air defenses. There's amazing things that we could possibly do with this under the right circumstances with the right planning. It is unprecedented to see something like this in the game. Everything else, every other defense does straight up damage, except the spring trap, which just instantly kills stuff, which is technically still doing straight up damage. It's just instantly killing them, doing 100%. But for this is the only thing that does 0 damage, but moves the enemy troops for you. And you can use it to your advantage in a huge way. And look at this, because I was able to destroy it before deploying any air troops, if I had used a cold-blooded or not lost that second golem, that probably would have been 100%. Now, take a look at my base. What I'm going to do, and it's probably bad to tell people this, because if you find me in matchmaking, you'll know exactly what I'm doing. But anyways, see that Tesla right next to my town hall, just above it? I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to place it right there because it's a 2x2 defense. I'm going to face it over my town hall, but to protect against air from the other side, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all of my air bombs, all of my seeking air mines, or most of them at least, and place them all along this upper side here behind it. That way, I can protect myself from air. I will be almost impervious to air. I'm already winning more than half of my defenses against air attacks with this base already. If I add this in, and if I do it right, it will work very well. Now, unfortunately, with that design, it will be right next to an Inferno Tower. So, unfortunately, they will be able to freeze an Inferno Tower and the AirSweeper at the same time. I can't see any way with this current base to do it any other way. But maybe I'll just redesign a whole new base. But I like this one. I want to see if I can make it work with this one before I just put it to the drawing board and just make a whole new base. I really don't want to make a whole new base, but I may have to just so I don't put it right next to my Inferno Tower. So if you're Town Hall 9, because I believe you can get this at Town Hall 9. I saw someone link a picture of Town Hall 9 with it. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you can get it at Town Hall 9. And if you're Town Hall 9, just don't put it next to your Expos. Town Hall 10, try to keep it away from your Inferno Towers. But overall, I think this is good. I thought it was going to be game-breaking. But now that I see it, now that I know it can face one of 8 directions, I think it's going to be a great addition to the game. It may be tough for air attacks for a little while. Maybe they need to buff air. Maybe level 7 balloons are in store for us soon enough. But until then, air attacks are going to be harder. This is going to make defending a lot more interesting. And overall, I like it. What do you guys think? Tell me below in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael.